Now let's talk about our first optimization hack, that is training the muscle at its maximum length. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Bhavin Diori. Today I wanted to discuss something about training efficiency, a topic which is very rarely discussed but super important if you are trying to get the maximum hypertrophy stimulus and muscle growth. So if you're an athlete who's trying to break your plateau or stuck in a plateau and trying to bring up your lagging body parts, this is something you want to look into. What is training efficiency, right? Being efficient in training means you should be able to select, modify, or adapt the workout which you are doing or the exercise which you are doing so that you can have the maximum stimulus for hypertrophy. So what is the goal? The goal is maximum muscle growth for the amount of least amount of time which you're working out, while still allowing for proper and good recovery. And trust me, I know how what it means to be efficient because I turned pro while still working for a top oil and gas company worldwide. So for me, I had to make sure that my every session and every rep counts because I had only a certain amount of time which I had to work out in the gym. So you had to be very efficient in whatever workout you are doing. And also I had to ensure that my recovery was spot on because I had to go back to work every day, 9 to 5. So recovery had to be spot on so that I can give my 100% even in the work. So let's dive in. Before we go into training efficiency or optimization, I'm assuming that you have nailed the basics, which means that you are lifting a decent amount of weight, as heavy as you can without compromising form. When I mean form, means your posture is correct, you're going with a full range of motion, and you are doing your eccentrics or negatives in the correct way. If you're not, please go back to them because these are basics and these are non-negotiable for muscle growth. When you work out in the gym, your muscles undergo microscopic damage, right? So the muscle is damaged, the body responds by repairing them and by growing them larger so that the body or the muscles can adapt to these loads in the future. So this what leads to hypertrophy. This is why mechanical loading is the primary stimulus for muscle growth or hypertrophy. You need to challenge your muscle to force adaptation to this load, which will ultimately lead to muscle growth. Now let's talk about our first optimization hack, that is training the muscle at its maximum length. Okay, now this is a game changer with all the other factors kept same in when you're performing your exercise. Training the muscle when it is in the fully stressed position produce a better hypertrophy stimulus compared to when it is in a shortened state. So in this study, 21 untrained adults were asked to perform overhead cable extension and the cable push down exercises. Same set of adults were doing both the exercises. They did 5 sets of each exercise, 10 reps, 5 sets for 10 reps, 2 times per week over a 12 weeks period. So at the end of this study, they found out that both the exercises led to increase in growth of the muscle of the tricep, but the growth in the overhead cable extension, it was seen to be superior or more than the growth which was seen in the shortened position. Now, if you look at the exercises throughout the workout, when you're performing the cable extension, you will see that the long hair of the tricep, you can see it is mostly in the lengthened position, right? Because lengthened means what? It is basically, or stress, it is when the muscle are in the extended position or stress position, right? While when you perform the cable push down. In this exercise, the long head is mostly worked in the short end position, right? So if you have tried everything in your books, concentric, overhead, and has been doing struggling bringing up your long head of the tricep, then your majority of the exercises should be targeted such that your long head of the tricep is basically lengthened more. Now, another way which me and my wife do a lot is basically how to increase the efficiency, right? In the same amount of time, if you say 35 minutes of workout time, how to maximize this, right? Let's take an example. You are doing leg extension, right? You're at the bottom of the movement. That's where your quads are more lengthened. While when you pull it up and squeeze it, that's where it's more contracted. So let's say you are going to perform 8 reps. Okay, one way to do it is you basically perform 8 reps, and then you do, once you're completely fatigued or out, you do couple of movements in the bottom, right? So that basically gives you additional reps in the lengthened position, which will lead to maximum more hypertrophy or more hypertrophic stimulus for muscle growth. So that's one way to do it. Now, another way to do it is, if you have only 8 reps, right? You don't have any spotter, you are a bit scared. So how do you do it? You, in this same 8 reps, what you can do is, instead of coming like complete 8 reps, you can do like 1 or 2 reps in the lengthened position, which will be, when I come down, that's where my quads are basically lengthened. When I come up completely, I lock out, let's say, or you don't lock out, but when you come up, that's where it is kind of contracted position, right? Because you come up like this. When you go down, your quads are extended. So you can do couple of reps, like go down and then just come up a bit and then go down straight. So basically, and do 2 or 3 reps. So there you are increasing the number of reps in the lengthened position. So this is another way or another hack to basically increase the hypertrophic stimulus. So what is the main idea, right? We are trying to gain training efficiency. In the same amount of time, we are trying to gain maximum, we are trying to give the muscle the maximum stimulus for hypertrophy. So I hope you like this video, and you can implement this in your program. Let me know how it goes. I will try to put, I have more training hacks which I will keep doing in the coming video. Till then, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I'll see you in the next one.